Hello everyone, this is the Familiar DAVENER number 26, and I'd like to speak today about something that came back into our lives after a bit of a hiatus, and that is Tachanun. No one likes to say Tachanun, we try to skip it every chance we get, but it is part of davening. And indeed, when you come to davening, there is actually a halacha regarding Tachanun that's very important, and that is that there shouldn't be any hefsek, any interruption between saying the Amidah and Tachanun. Very questionable if you can even answer Yehi Shmei Rabbah or other things. Bottom line is that you shouldn't do other things between, let's say, the end of Chazarat Hashatz and Tachanun, but if you actually answer Yehi Shmei Rabbah or Amen or something like that, it's not considered doing other things. But not to be mafsik, not to be interrupted between the end of the Amidah or Chazarat Hashatz and Tachanun is a halacha. And my question is, what does this teach us? And in my humble opinion, it teaches us the following, which I think is very important. When we stand before God, we are actually doing something extraordinary. We're talking to the Master of the universe face to face. We don't say, "Blessed be you, God," somewhere else. We say, "Baruch Atah," blessed are you. Namely, we're talking to God face to face like I'm talking now to this camera. That's extraordinary. That's the human being at his highest level. That's climaxing your human ability to talk directly to God. So you need something to buttress it. You need something to balance it out. And that is Tachanun. When you come before God and you bow your head humbly, you're in essence saying, "God, as big, great as I am, I'm also a human being." And since the content of Tachanun is sin and being remorseful for sin, it's actually very appropriate. And we do this a lot in Judaism. Every time we have something that goes extraordinarily to one direction, we try to buttress it and come back to be balanced. For example, we have a day of eating and drinking like Purim. The day before is Tanit Esther, a fast day. From this perspective, perhaps Tachanun is the epitome of the first halacha in Shulchan Aruch. The first halacha in Shulchan Aruch is Shiviti Hashem lenegdi tamid, which doesn't mean know before whom you stand. That's da lifnei mi ata omed. Shiviti means, as the Mezritch Magid used to say, be balanced. Be balanced before God. And being balanced before God is, on the one hand, being able to speak to Him face to face, but on the other hand, being able to be humble. There's a famous story, and with this I conclude, of I think the Kotzker Rebbe, that he had the jacket on, and the two lapels of his jacket he had pockets. In one pocket he wrote, "Anochi afar va'efer," I am dust, and the other pocket he wrote, "Ki ma'ate chasreu me'elokim v'chavod va'adar hata'atreu," that I am just a little less than God. And that's exactly the experience of davening with Tachanun. Namely, we can speak to God face to face, but we also know we have disabilities.